Now, Kanye is back on a gram once again, going off, doing what Ye does. I want to talk a little bit about Kanye's Instagram posts from yesterday. They've been going viral for the last day or so, yeah, let's talk about it. Now, Kanye has been kind of quiet these past few weeks. You might have noticed that Kanye hasn't been on Instagram like he used to. Do you remember how there was a period of time a couple months ago when you couldn't go on IG without Kanye being up in there calling out any and everybody? These days, he's kind of been minding his own business, doing his thing, but he's back at it now, so let's talk about that. So Kanye last night went on a pretty crazy posting spree on Instagram. The majority of these posts were actually regarding some family drama he's been going through. He also aired out Pete Davidson while he was at it, name dropped Travis Scott, calling him a fellow cum donor. Yes, he actually did that. I'm not making this up. By the way, the order of these posts are probably going to be mixed up since he's, as of right now, deleted most of these anyway. On one post he said, "I'm the kid's father," and then on a caption he said, "Imagine not having any say-so on where your kids go to school." So just some context behind this. Kanye and Kim, like most people know, went through this very public and not so amicable divorce. Kim filed for divorce from Kanye on February 19, 2021. Over a year and something later, in March 2022, the divorce became official, so that's when a judge declared Kim Kardashian as single from Kanye. Kanye on a few instances has claimed that he's being excluded from the parenting role of his children. Back in March, Kanye dropped a video of him touching on this.
"Hey everybody, I just got off the phone with Kim. I told her to stop antagonizing me with this TikTok thing. I said it's never again. I am her father. I know y'all don't respect fathers and the idea of family, and media tries to promote something. I said I am not allowing my daughter to be used by TikTok, to be used by Disney. I have a say-so. And then when people say, oh, they're going to use this for you in court, I didn't have a say-so on whether or not they went to Sierra Canyon. Most men do not. There's no such thing as 50-50 custody in society today. That's not even, it always leans towards the mom. But right now, and I'm happy that you guys got to see just a small piece of what I dealt with.
As you could hear, Kanye talked about co-parenting with his ex-wife, Kim K, and made a couple statements about how he's being excluded from the decisions being made for his children. Like as an example, what school they're going to go to. His kids are apparently enrolled in Sierra Canyon, which is a private school in Los Angeles. Kanye doesn't like the fact that his kids are enrolled there because he claims that it's godless. Kanye also spoke about TikTok. So do you guys remember what happened earlier this year, specifically in February? I made a video on this, but Kanye West came out publicly and said this: "Since this is my first divorce, I need to know what I should do about my daughter being put on TikTok against my will." So Kanye's daughter had this TikTok account that was co-managed by the mother of his children, Kim Kardashian. Kanye didn't like the idea of his children being on TikTok. He publicly denounced this on multiple occasions, stating that he doesn't want his children on TikTok.
"Tell her security not finna be in between me and my kids. And also tell her don't have my daughter wearing lipstick on TikTok, or don't have on TikTok at all if I'm not approve that." And I said it after it was done without me knowing. And then it happened again.
So going back to the first post I showed, things make a little bit more sense now, right? Kanye putting this up is as a response to what he calls the father, him, being excluded from the decisions that directly affect his children. Just a quick take on this before I continue. You can't really hate on a man who's actively trying to get involved in his children's lives. I know that a lot of people are hyper-focused on the words Kanye is saying. Instead, I want you to look beyond the surface and ask yourself, why is he saying these things in the first place? Well, as a person who's getting stopped from playing his part as a father, he might just be walking around with murder on his mind. Not literally, but you know what I'm saying. What I'm trying to say is getting pushed away from being involved in your children's lives, that's gonna upset anybody. The fact that Kanye's daughter still has a TikTok account, and it's even bigger now, even after he said that he doesn't want his kids on it, that tells me everything I need to know. Obviously, Kanye doesn't have a lot of sway or impact, if you will, over this TikTok thing, and that tells me that he probably doesn't have influence over a lot of other things that pertain to his children, which he should, because it's his flesh and blood. He's their father, right? And for the record, I agree with Kanye. I don't think kids should be on TikTok, so yeah. Moving on to the next post he put up, he said, calling all my fellow cum donors. We in this together on a caption. On the post itself, Travis Scott's name appears. On his next post, he took some shots at Pete Davidson by saying, "Ask Pete how those tattoos of my kids doing in the trauma unit." If you guys don't know what this is a reference to, some time ago, it was revealed that Pete Davidson tattooed Kanye's kids' initials on himself. It also turned out that he had a tattoo dedicated to Kim as well, but that's another story, so that's what Kanye is referring to. He put up a couple other posts. This is what he said on them. "They teach black kids Kwanzaa at Sierra Canyon. What the F is Kwanzaa and who made that BS up? Everyone lives in LA for the check anyway, so no one really cares about their children being indoctrinated." He continues on this other post by saying, "Anybody that says I'm spiraling when I express the undeniable truths is a sheep. Shut the F up and worry about your kids. I obviously am dealing with wars at the highest level of control and discrimination based on the level I'm operating at. A conductor gotta turn their back to the audience to direct the orchestra. Oh, yay crazy is basic as F at this point. I'm simply right. I know girls who sell that don't agree with how my daughters are displayed." He continues on his next post by saying, "I was driven crazy before. I'm not going crazy no more. It's not up to Calabasas or Hulu where my kids go to school. I'm not the crazy one here. It's up. I won't stop until I have a say-so on my kids, no matter what it legally takes." Kanye put up a couple more posts. I just want to check out these last two. On this one, which is a text exchange between him and someone else, he said, "Y'all don't have so-so over my black children and where they go to school. They will not do Playboy and sex tapes. Tell your Clinton friends to come get at me. I'm here." On his last post, he says, and this is a caption, "Don't let Chris make you do Playboy." Seems like he's talking to his children, by the way. I digress though. "Don't let Chris make you do Playboy like she made Kylie and Kim do." On this next part, he says, "Hollywood is a giant brothel. Pornography destroyed my family. I deal with the addiction. Instagram promotes it. Not gonna let it happen to North and Chicago." So yeah, it looks like that was a message to his kids. There were some other posts he put up, but they were related to Adidas and some other things, so I won't really talk about that. But as far as this rant, you heard what Kanye said. A lot of people are looking at this saying that private matters should stay private, and I agree. That's what I said in the past in relation to what Kanye is going through. From the looks of it though, it seems like Kanye is using his platform to speak on his family business as a last resort, which speaks volumes. I mean, if Kanye West, one of the most famous men in the entertainment industry who's sitting on a billy, doesn't have enough influence in this situation involving his own flesh and blood, I wonder how bad things might be for the average man walking around here who might be in this situation. At least for Kanye, he got money out the wazoo and he's fortunate enough to use his platform, which reaches millions, to speak on this. Others aren't so lucky. Despite a lot of the private matters Kanye has publicized about this divorce right here, I think a lot of people are sympathizing with him due to the idea of him getting pushed away from being involved in his children's lives. So I think this is a big part of why Kanye has been getting a lot of support during this ordeal. And I also think a lot of people are overlooking this aspect because it's Kanye. But what Kanye is going through is something that happens to a lot of men specifically. Since Kanye got the divorce papers served, it seems like he's getting the short end of the stick post a divorce, and that is a reality for a lot of men out there. So as far as the public knows, that's what Kanye is going through right now. And just to address the obvious as well, yes, the majority of the support he's getting though, he's getting it because he's Kanye West and he's famous, no doubt about that. If Kanye was an average Joe like, I don't know, your boy, in that case, no one would give a damn. Also, I want to hit on another aspect, which is the last caption I read, the one about Kanye stating that pornography destroyed his family. Kanye is actually getting a lot of backlash for that particular post on Twitter. A lot of people are saying, we're hearing you say this now, but you are the one who actively chose Kim K as your woman, so deal with the consequences. That's something I can actually get behind, so I understand the criticism Kanye is receiving for this. Diving into that aspect a little deeper, here's the thing. It's no secret how Kim K got her big break in the industry. The whole world knew it, and so did Kanye. Having that knowledge, Kanye still chose her as a mate. I don't have an issue with that since that's his business. I'm just trying to make a point, so hear me out. Kanye is now coming out saying that he doesn't want his kids to go down that path. That is something I can get behind as well, so Ye is not wrong for feeling that way. However, when you choose someone by making them your significant other and y'all eventually get married, if you make the decision to have kids with them, you can't rule out the possibility of your kids adopting the ways of the person you're with. This could be summed up in one sentence, which is don't get married to someone if you don't want your kids to become a reflection of the person you're with, because that might just happen. And if it happens and you don't like the outcome, that means that you picked the wrong person, so it all comes down to the decision you made in picking said person. So I think from that aspect, as far as the criticism Kanye is receiving, it's very valid. I'm not going to criticize Kanye for not wanting his kids to, like he said, become Playboy models and whatnot, but I will criticize him for marrying a Kardashian and complaining about the fact that your children will probably adopt the ways of the Kardashian lifestyle. So from that aspect, I can't really feel sorry for Kanye. It's almost like hopping on a train to a specific location and then getting surprised when the train arrives to said location. If you didn't want that to happen, then maybe you should have taken a different train instead, or let's say you should have let a different train ride you. If you catch my drift. Here's the thing too, we don't know the half of what's going on behind the scenes with this entire Kanye family drama, so just keep that in mind. A lot of people are out here talking about this like they have some kind of secret insight into the ins and outs of what's going on, and I think that's crazy. The bottom line, Kanye is going through it with his family, and yeah, there you have it. But yeah, Kanye is going off again. This time, the majority of it was family related. Any thoughts on it? I bet you might have a thing or two to say about it. So yeah, definitely let me know in the comment section below. Like this video, okay? Like, it's really important that you like this video, okay? Just like it. Did you like it? I bet you did. Thank you. I appreciate that. So yeah, let's have a discussion about this.